submitted.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you.
Lawson.
Aye.
Workman.
Aye.
Kyle.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Woodward.
Aye.
Minutes will stand approved. First ordinance this evening will be an ordinance authorizing and directing the Director of Finance to make the following transfers from one fund to another within the 2025 appropriations and declaring an emergency.
Move for non-reading in full. Second.
Thank you.
Lawson.
Aye.
Workman.
Aye.
Kyle.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Woodward.
Aye.
Good evening.
Evening, Larry.
The money that I'm asking you to transfer this evening has already been appropriated within the general fund. It is being transferred to the sidewalk or the fund to prepare sidewalks out on East Main Street. There is a bill attached for about $28,484. I'm asking that $50,000 be transferred so that it'll pay this bill and have some money in that fund, as it has no funding or no monies in that fund currently. We've appropriated money for the grant funding to come into it and be accounted for, but this is the city's share of that grant.
Very good. Any discussion? Questions for Mr. Paxton? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve on the first reading?
Move to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you.
Workman.
Aye.
Kyle.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Woodward.
Aye.
Lawson.
Aye.
I'll move to suspend the rules for three separate readings, 3 separate days.
Second.
Thank you.
Kyle.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Woodward.
Aye.
Lawson.
Aye.
Workman.
Aye. Motion to approve the ordinance?
So moved. Second.
Thank you.
Miller.
Aye.
Woodward.
Aye.
Lawson.
Aye.
Workman.
Aye.
Kyle.
Aye.
Ordinance 82-25.
Next, we have an ordinance authorizing and directing the Director of Finance to make the following transfers within the 2025 appropriations and declaring an emergency.
Move for non-reading in full. Second.
Thank you.
Workman.
Aye.
Kyle.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Woodward.
Aye.
Lawson.
Aye.
This is also money that you started the year appropriating. It is just a issue of transferring it from one expense line to another within the appropriations in an effort to either meet the needs of the departments, maintenance of their equipment and health insurance costs, and just a variety of things that the city has incurred up to this point, or we've anticipated, such as utility costs and things like that, that continue to climb a little bit.
Sure. Can't believe we're in the third quarter.
We're less than 90 days from the end of the year.
So, any discussion? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve on the first reading?
So moved. Second.
Thank you.
Kyle.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Woodward.
Aye.
Lawson.
Aye.
Workman.
Aye. Again, I'll move to suspend the rules for 3 separate readings, 3 separate days.
Second.
Thank you.
Miller.
Aye.
Woodward.
Aye.
Lawson.
Aye.
Workman.
Aye.
Kyle.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Sorry. I thought I went first.
Did you get them all, Terry?
I did.
Okay, very good.
Did I vote twice?
Where are we?
Wait.
Move for
Pass it.
approval.
Yeah, move to approve.
Oh, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you.
Woodward.
Aye.
Lawson.
Aye.
Workman.
Aye.
Kyle.
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Ordinance 83-25.
Yeah, there is truly a rhythm to this. And
I know, I botched it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works.
No sleeping, Jason.
I know. I might have fell asleep there for a minute.
Always wanted to say that.
Wake up.
Very good. All right, we have no resolutions. It is 7:05. We've got a little time until our public hearing at 7:10. Working our way down through the agenda here. There's no old business or new business unless council has something to bring forward. Hearing none, we'll go right to finance director's report. Larry, if you have anything.
Ironically, I have no report.
Okay, that's all right. Thought we could kill a little time here, yeah, that's okay. That's fine, I'm good. Let's see, council comments. Mr. Lawson?
I did see just before I came this evening that the city of Ashland has posted the leaf pickup. So I've had people ask me how soon that starts because some people are already putting their leaves out. And again, I need to remind people because I've been seeing it, don't put your leaves in the street. I see on Liberty Street and some other streets that they're putting their leaves out into the street instead of on the sidewalk or on the tree lawn. So please don't put your leaves in the street. It can create all sorts of other hazards.
Mrs. Woodward?
Well, a few things. Number one, I am very thankful for the rain. Our grass needs it. The farmers, I'm sure, appreciate it. Early voting has began, so you can go to the Board of Elections and get your vote in early if you would like. If not, voting day is November 4th. Don't forget, mark your calendars.
And this is a very important election for the city of Ashland
Yes.
because we have two items on the ballot. One is the renewal of our income tax levy that generates the money we use to pave our city streets.
Yes.
And of course, we've made great progress as a result of the voters' approval of this levy over the last 10 years, and we're hoping that they will renew it once again. Also, we have the police and fire levy that fund our police and fire operation, and that's on the ballot as well. So those are very important to our budget and to keeping those departments strong and performing at the top of their game.
And just for clarification, those are renewals, they're not new taxes.
Correct.
It's just keeping our tax where it was.
Correct.
Where it has been.
Yes. So,
I'd just like to give another shout out to Peggy and Steve Yoder for the pumpkin people who seem to be proliferating on the town. But it's just a beautiful touch downtown. And, you know, every time I drive by, there's people taking pictures or they're
Yes.
just enjoying that. So shout out to the Yoders for doing that and adding on. And who knows, next year it may be on every corner. But that's it.
Mr. Kyle?
Yeah, I got a couple things, but they can all be summed up under like one heading. So, you know, I had several emails, mostly emails, about three things. And one is burning in the city. I mean, up until today, it's been really dry. There's some very specific rules that are easy to find on the city website about how you can and can't burn. It's coming into that season. Look, we'll pick your leaves up. You don't need to burn them in your backyard. Just get them out front so we can get them picked up. The other is, you know, people not maybe keeping track of their animals like they should, and keeping them corralled. And then also the leaves, you know, and there wasn't a complaint about that, but there was, you know, I've been around the town quite a bit here recently, and it's just, you know, a lot of them are clear out on the street, you know, clear out. And that can all be summed up, honestly, in just being a good neighbor. Being a good neighbor, the leaves go in front of your house, not across the street. They go in front of your house. You know, keep track of your animals, and if you're gonna have a little fire to cook a hot dog over, then, you know, do it by the rules. So, and just be a good neighbor. Just be, you know, we got a lot of great people in this town, and just think about it and say, what would a great neighbor be like, and do that. So appreciate your attention to that.
All right, very good. I just want to follow Mr. Miller there and say that downtown looks tremendous.
Yep.
I was at a couple surrounding cities, I won't name names, over the weekend here, and, you know, I didn't see anything that compared to what Ashland looks like as you drive through downtown.
wonderful.
And the mayor, in all his humility, says, yeah, we know. But truly, it takes a lot of effort and good taste to pull this off, and it's done very tastefully and looks beautiful. So, and you know, that's important. It gives you a good feeling. I think people should have a good feeling about their city. So, thank you, Mayor, for
Absolutely.
your efforts and
Well, thank
direction.
You know, it's interesting because I haven't said it much recently, but I know during my first term, and actually when I ran, my flyer said, "Details matter." And that's details in running of a department, whether that's a police department or whether that's a street department. But it certainly matters when it comes to the aesthetics of the city, whether or not it's clean and the trash is picked up, whether or not the light poles are newly painted and shiny, whether or not the banners match, whether or not there's pumpkins on the street. Those details matter, and details are what separate good from great. And that's what I think Ashland is learning to do very well, is pay attention to the details. And we're doing it for every holiday season, and now it's actually becoming part of our reputation. It's what people expect. So it is exciting to see people that live here so proud of the improvements that have been made over the last decade. So,
All right.
Steve, if I can interrupt just a
Sure.
minute, and I'll give our mayor a little bit more shout out. So I seen him at the corner moving the pumpkins and organizing them. And then I seen him downtown moving the pumpkins and organizing them. So thank you. I mean, it does matter. So thank you.
thank you, thank you.
I've witnessed our mayor picking up trash in the
Yes.
middle of Claremont Avenue, thinking to myself, what, we have people. Mayor does not need to be doing that, but
No,
that's our
no.
mayor.
No, we
And-
gotta be doing it.
And I think that's the kind of mayor we have here, and we should be,
So we're thankful for
yeah,
you.
Well,
thankful
thank
for
you.
that.
That's very kind, very unexpected, but thank you, very kind.
Don't be playing in
I
the
will
street,
tell you
Mayor.
that when it comes to the
Right.
trash, I try not, whether it's in our city or anyone else's city, if you see it blowing across the parking lot, there are times where you're thinking, I don't want to touch that dirty cup, and yet I keep walking, and then I think, you know what? The moment I think that I shouldn't be the one to pick it up, how can I expect someone else to pick it up? So that is why we always make sure we do that whenever possible. Because it is, exactly, because how do we keep the place clean?
Yeah.
We've all got to do our part to pick up those little pieces and pay attention to the details.
I'll not forget what the mayor said to me when I approached him after I saw him in Claremont Avenue. He said, if not me, who?
Yes.
And that's the attitude you want to have
Yeah.
throughout your city. And it's not a rose toss,
Well,
Mayor.
thank you
It's a
very
fact.
much for
Yes.
the comments,
thank you.
very much.
All right, with that, we'll turn it over to you.
All right.
Well, it's 7:13 if you want me to go to the hearing.
Oh, I thought that's what you were gonna do.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
But that's where
When
we'll
you
start.
turned it
I'll
over to me.
open the hearing and we'll begin.
okay. We're gonna put this map up on the screen and give you a brief explanation. This isn't complicated tonight. This is actually a recommendation to rezone a section of our city. The section is actually what we're referring to today as the Pump House District.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if those in the audience can see this or those at home, but basically, here's Third Street to Cottage Street. That incorporates the Presbyterian Church and the future site of the Ashland County Administration Building right here. This is where the middle school used to sit, or the junior high school. Comes over here to Fourth Street, incorporates the entire pump house property where the old office building still stands. That's expected to become the Hilton Hotel. And then all of this area where fortunately, right now, you see construction activity, where we expect to construct approximately 125 market rate apartments. And then, of course, it comes over here to Union Street, which is the border of the area that we would refer to as the Pump House District. Obviously, it probably doesn't surprise anyone that that used to be, or is currently, a zoned light manufacturing, because that's what it was, light manufacturing. But it will no longer be such. Now it's actually going to be apartment housing and a hotel, and hopefully maybe even coffee shop, restaurant, maybe even a retail space there. So tonight, the Planning Commission, they've already met and discussed it. They voted unanimously to recommend to the council to rezone the Pump House District from light manufacturing to general business. And that, of course, will allow to be used for what we expect it to be used for.
All right. With that, we'll open it up to public comment and council comment, if the council has anything to weigh in on this hearing. But if there's someone in the audience who would like to address council on this matter, you're more than welcome to step up to the podium and
And just in case I said the wrong thing, it's general business. I don't know if I said general use or general business, but it's general business. Okay.
general business, yes. So,
And the area that's in red now is already zoned general business, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, yes. B2,
So-
yep.
Yes.
We would just be extending that
Yes.
red area to
Yes,
the north.
exactly. Yes, so this would not be spot zoning. Yep.
Okay, well, don't seem to have any discussion on the matter, Mayor, so let's turn it over to
you
the
have a question?
Board of Revision and Assessments, or do
I
we
don't
wait
think
on
we
this?
have to.
Hey,
I think
Matt.
it's just
Just
your
wait-
action.
I
wait
think
for the
we do have a
ordinance?
question. I think we have a question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'd like to, talk about a problem I have.
And that'll be at the end of the meeting.
Okay.
That'll be at the end of the meeting.
This
Yep.
is,
All
this
right.
is about the,
Oh, you take care of it, that's fine.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
great.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
thought it had to do.
Fair enough.
Nope, that's good, though. I can see why you would have thought right now, because this is the public hearing, but
Sure.
that'll be at the end. Yes.
Okay.
Well, if there's no one to speak on this public hearing item, then we'll close the hearing and we'll address the ordinance at a later date then. So with that, we'll move to mayor's comments.
Okay, the only thing I would add is that Councilmember Lawson pointed out that we have posted the map for leaf pickup, but that will begin officially October 27th. So there's still a few weeks before you should expect your leaves to be picked up, October 27th. And I think that probably would be all I would add this evening.
At the rate they're going, I think mine will be down in about January.
You know what? It's interesting because they started to change. And then all of a sudden, it's like they hit the brakes and now everything's staying green. It's dry, but it's green. So it'll be interesting to see how long they do hang on those trees.
All right, with that, we'll move to comments and questions from our audience, if somebody has something. Sir, if you'd like to step up to the podium so we can let the viewers at home hear what you have to say.
Well, I'll tell you what, I told him that I would be glad to speak on his behalf.
Oh, okay.
So
You've met already.
We have,
Okay.
and I'm gonna pass these around because a picture's worth 1,000 words. The council member for Ward 4, Angela Woodward, has already visited their property, and she's already seen the fence and taken pictures as well. And this involves what people commonly refer to as the junkyard
Yes,
at the end of 14th and 12th.
13th and 15th.
15th,
You can
okay.
kind of see it all the way around.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly, because you can see it from a variety of angles.
Yes, yes.
To be quite honest, we've had lots of troubles with that space, and we continue to do so. And they have a variety of different kinds of fencing that they have used over the years to shield that property. And to call it shielding the property is probably not appropriate, because so much of it is down now. And there's dead trees that have fallen over on the fence. And of course, those that have neighboring properties are fed up and ready for it to be addressed. Since Councilmember Woodward brought it to our attention, we have been working with the law director's office and the city engineer to try to figure out what the best way to address it is. It definitely seems as though it would be through the courts, but we haven't come to that conclusion just yet. So, did I do okay?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
All right.
Just know, I'd like to have a good fan, you know, one that don't blow over all the time, and it's cracked and goes on, you know, and, and worse down there, I've seen people going in there and stuff.
We have
One time,
squatters in there.
Kids going in
They're
there,
in the cars.
and you can't have that. And, one thing, on the picture, that, tree there, that they got, I don't know whether they killed the tree or not. I don't even know whose tree it is, or the city, or the junkyard.
Well, it would not be ours.
You know, it's, that's a hazard right there, you know. It should be taken down.
so the fence belongs to the junkyard?
Yes.
Yes, if you
Uh,
can call it a fence.
call it a fence, yeah.
Yes.
And
So
over-
it's actually made out of metal roofing. The fence is
Yes.
mostly
All
metal,
different sizes.
metal roofing, all different sizes, all different colors, all the way around. And most of it is either leaning on somebody's tree that belongs to the neighbor, which is
Right,
Dan's
it's
tree.
all- it's, leaning on his tree. and
Yes.
stuff.
Or on the ground, and you can see where there's a path where people have went in and out, entrance into the junkyard.
It's
so.
crazy because over the years, we've pleaded and done our best to get them to install a fence, And then the fence they install
And it used to be all different colors.
is
Yes,
not an
it was.
ordinary fence, yep.
Yes,
At least tried to paint it one color.
yes.
And it is, I'll be honest with you, when the wind blows, it creaks and squeaks and everything else, because
It's a horrific sound. I was there one day, yes, yes,
So that would be an example of how not to be a good neighbor.
yes.
Right.
Definitely
See,
not a
it
good.
comes down to being a good
It
neighbor.
does, yeah.
Don't we have a standard
there
for
it
how the fence
oh, I mean, yes, we do have laws that
So
govern
have they-
fences.
been
Yes.
formally
Yes.
notified?
Oh, yes.
And I'm thinking this is not a legitimate junkyard business.
Oh, I mean, it's,
Is it-
I don't wanna get
Zoning
into
and
the
everything.
details, but I will say, yeah, it's been there for generations.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So it is kind of grandfathered, is my understanding,
Mm-hmm.
that it can exist, but it doesn't mean they don't have to follow the rules
Right.
that are required. for
So
such
that
an
was my
establishment.
question. Is it active, still an active business?
I
Or is it a
believe-
defunct
I don't know.
and just
I believe
abandoned
so.
and used for storage?
There is activity.
Yeah, I believe it is active.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
So they've gotten a first letter, or where
No, they're
is it
working
in?
on it. They're working on it.
They did,
We've just
rec-
been working on it this week.
they did receive a
Oh,
letter in
okay.
2019,
Yeah.
but we're
Okay.
still working on this one.
All right.
Do you have any thoughts, Andrew, that you want to share?
You know, normally we send out a letter, give them an opportunity to remedy it, and then if they don't, we file a criminal charge. And we do have standards for what fences should look like. Failure to abide by those standards is a criminal charge that we can file in municipal court. I think we need to decide, do we just file the charge, or do we send them a letter? And since it's our normal practice, probably send them a letter first. I hate to sound cynical, but given the history with this property, I think a letter may be an exercise in futility, so
Right.
hopefully.
Kind of like Chestnut Street, too.
Yeah, yeah, well, we should be able to get to the criminal charge point very quickly, and that's our intention.
Very good.
Thank you, Andrew.
For what it's worth, you are not the only ones who
So-
contact the city with regard to property issues. So we just want you to know that.
Well, no,
It doesn't matter where you are, what ward, they're there, and we know who they are. Yes.
yeah,
No, that's why
And
we're
you're
here.
not.
So,
But if
My
it,
question, what happens after that if they continue to be non-complicit?
So the initial charge is punishable by a fine, and if they continue to remain in violation, it's a heavier fine. If they continue to remain in violation, it's jailable. These types of charges, I don't know in my time that they've ever resulted in jail time. So it would just be more and more fines. And if that doesn't get the property owner's attention, if that doesn't work, we can always file, a civil suit to seek a different remedy, seek, a court order that the fence be removed.
Is there a timeline to that, when you send out the letter, like 30, 60, 90 days, 100 days?
No, because we're not really required to send out a letter. We could file a criminal charge tomorrow. I think we normally send a letter because hopefully that gets people's attention, they do the right thing, and it saves everybody having to go to court, which I think is a win for us and them.
So basically, there's no time
Yeah,
after the letter is sent.
correct. Normally, they'd send a letter and then they'd go out maybe a month later, and if it hasn't been addressed, we'd file the charge.
And I think for anyone that is watching or listening to this conversation, all of these answers that you're providing are for this particular case dealing with a junkyard.
Yes.
If there are other folks in the city that have received letters that have given them 30 days to correct a problem. And then generally, if someone's personal property, such as their home, the porch is falling in, or the shed is starting to fall over and creating a public safety hazard, they would get a letter, but theirs would say 30 days to remedy it. So the answers you're giving may not apply to those situations. We wouldn't take a homeowner straight to court because they aren't keeping up their fence.
Yeah, we
Right.
always have what they call prosecutorial discretion. We tend to kind of address most situations the same way, but that's not to say that we have to. Situations are different and we can handle them differently.
But it is a good reminder that in the city, there is an ordinance on the book that you cannot, as a homeowner, have unused cars and junk in your backyard for everybody to have to look at.
Right.
So that is not allowed. So it's just a good reminder that is part of our laws, and we want to keep our city clean. So cars need to be
safe,
licensed. They cannot just be in your backyard unlicensed, or broken tractors, or whatever. It's not
Yes.
neighborly to do that either, so.
And today, someone could not decide, I'm going to have a salvage yard in my backyard,
Correct.
put up a fence and start business.
Correct.
It has to be permitted, and there is a process to establish such an organization.
Yes.
All right, very good.
So,
So if there are no other comments from our audience? All right,
That'll work for me.
very good.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
yes.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you.
Aye.
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 We are adjourned. Thank you all for coming.